All right, what is going on, folks? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel. Of course, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC. We're the best reviews wrestling and your three-time YWC channel of the year. And I'm back here. It is now late night. It's past midnight here, so it's officially Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. So I wanted to go ahead and do this video. It's technically my second video of the night. I did a little short video earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Basically, reminding you guys to join me over on Blue Sky. Having a lot of fun over there on that on that site. And so yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do this video because I wanted to get back to doing some wrestling content and so on and so forth. And then of course tomorrow night, a little under 24 hours from now, we got AEW Dynamite. Plan on watching that show. Sounds like it looks, from the looks of things, from what they've advertised for it so far, looks like a pretty solid show. Can't wait for that. And I got the day off, so I'll be able to enjoy Dynamite tomorrow night. But anyway, I want to go ahead and do this video because I just heard. I caught wind of a news story that as soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, I need to talk about this. Just mention this because this just goes to show you just the level of absurdity of not only WWE in general, like, not everything they do, but just like they still do this shit and it's just like utterly ridiculous. And people act like, oh my God, they're turning things around and they're changing for the better. And then they pull shit like this. And it just reminds you they're not that much removed. They're not that far removed from how they were under the Vince McMahon administration. So let's just get into it here. So I caught wind of a rumor. It was more like a screenshot or a post concerning a rumor that had been making the rounds over the last day or so, I believe. And I caught wind of it, and I'm not sure exactly how legit this is because, again, it wasn't really necessarily confirmed. I haven't really looked into it deeply, like in terms of wrestling news sites and stuff that I frequent, but I'm sure it's somewhere out there if I look. But so you never, you have to take things like this. You have to take reports like, or rumors like this with a grain of salt. But I would not be surprised if this were the case. So there was a screenshot and a rumor going around that at some point next year, the idea is that WWE is planning to have a match between John Cena and Bill Goldberg at some point next year. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. WWE at some point next year is planning on having a match between pushing 50 John Cena, who's supposed to be retiring, a retiring aged 40 plus, mid 40, however the hell old he is, 46, 47, however how old he is, an aged, old-ass John Cena, who's well past his prime, versus a 50-plus-year-old, 55, 56-year-old fucking Goldberg. And they plan to have a match between them for next year, sometime next year. Again, not confirmed, but this is what's going around. And as soon as I saw this, and as soon as I heard this, instantly two words came to mind. You want to know what those two words were? Fuck you. Fuck you. Is WWE serious with this shit? Like, again, I would not be surprised if they were. Because this is what WWE does. This is what they have done for years, even under this current administration. Even with TKO, now they're being owned by, they're owned by Endeavor, TKO, they're part of TKO, run by Triple H creatively. I would not be surprised, though, if they had this in the works, because you're already seeing in recent weeks, recent months, they've been teasing Bill Goldberg potentially wrestling matches against younger guys like Gunther. And it's like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. This company always has to find a way to go back to these old-ass, out-of-touch fucking wrestlers. These wrestlers who are well past their prime, in their 40s, 50s, guys who just don't have it anymore, who shouldn't be anywhere near a wrestling ring. They always have to rely on these fucking nostalgiacs. And people eat this shit up like it's the best thing ever. Nobody wants to see fucking 40-plus-year-old John, pushing 50-year-old John Cena wrestle 50-plus-year-old fucking Goldberg. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody in the right mind wants to see it. And if they act like they do, they're fucking delusional. And they just feed and they just shovel shit up their mouths, shovel shit in their mouths and whatever WWE feeds them. It's as simple as that. And it's like, this is the sort of shit I'm talking about. And how much do you want to bet that if they do plan on having that match next year, it is going to be either at WrestleMania, their biggest show of the fucking year, It's either going to be at WrestleMania or it's going to be at one of those garbage ass fucking Saudi shows. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet they're planning that? If this rumor is to be believed. It's like, get the fuck out of my face with this shit. And then on top of that, you got people, and I've heard other people, podcasters, people in the media, also make mention of the fact that, oh, they want John Cena to challenge for 17. Oh, they want him to, pursue the title once again to break Ric Flair's all-time record for most fucking world title reigns, which first of all is not the record because Ric Flair has more than 16, which, of course, WWE's not going to mention that because, the titles, the 16, the quote 16 titles that Flair does have are the ones that WWE recognizes. He has more than 16. It's just the other ones he has WWE doesn't recognize as official world titles. But they want John Cena quest for 17. John Cena to break Ric Flair's all-time record. And I've been hearing that rumor being floated around. I've heard people try to fantasy book that. Oh, John Cena quest for 17. Oh, he should challenge for 17, before he retires. And all I have to say to that shit is go fuck yourself to that too. Because I don't want to see that shit. And I'm pretty sure a vast majority of other people don't want to see that shit. The man, isn't he supposed to be retiring? For what reason would you have John Cena challenge for another world title? What would be the reasoning? What would the reasoning be? What would the logic be? How does John Cena deserve another fucking world title shot at this point in this stage in his career? Just because? Great storyline, great booking there, great logic there. Oh, Cena gets the challenge for a world title whenever he wants just because he won it fucking 16 times previously? That's your logic? That's your reasoning for John Cena getting a world title shot? What the fuck kind of slap shot booking? What the fuck kind of slingshot booking is that? Or whatever the hell they call it. Yeah, what kind of fucking slingshot, just piss poor lazy booking is that? That is garbage, dude. And the sad part is, I see people, these fucking podcasts and the people in the media, content creators on here who cover wrestling, actually suggesting this shit and passing it off like it's a positive, like it's a good thing. I'm like, are you people fucking serious? John Cena at his fucking age, man's supposed to be retired, and you want him to challenge for another world's title? For what fucking reason? Makes no fucking sense to me at all. That'll be like fucking Sting coming out of retirement and fucking challenging for a world title in AEW. And I know what you motherfuckers were saying in response to that. Jesus fucking Christ. But no, go fuck yourself. John Cena does not need to challenge for another world's title. He needs to have his retirement match and then do whatever in that fucking match and then fucking just go on about his business. If he wants to do Hollywood, let him do Hollywood. Let him do his own thing in Hollywood and movies and MCU, whatever it is he's doing. Because that's fine. But if he's going to retire, let him fucking retire. He does not need to challenge for a world's title. Go fuck yourself. And also go fuck yourself to this John Cena Goldberg match, because nobody wants to see that shit either. It's like, don't you people learn your fucking Does this company not learn its lesson from the last couple times this motherfucker Goldberg has wrestled in a match? The guy can barely fucking move. He gets winded before he gets to the fucking ring. And he has 2-minute, 3-minute matches? Because that's all he can fucking do at his age. This guy can't fucking wrestle. He's not in wrestling shape. And people hype this up like it's a big thing. They hype this man up like he can still go fucking 10, 15, 20 minutes in the ring. He can't. He was never that kind of wrestler, even in his heyday. Even when he was younger, he was wrestling fucking squash matches and short matches. So what the fuck makes you think he's going to do it now that he's fucking mid-50s? 55, 56, however the hell old he is. He's an old-ass man. He doesn't need to be in the ring. But this is what WWE does. They rely on these fucking old-ass, aged, fucking nostalgia act wrestlers. They do this every fucking year. Even, again, dating back to Vince McMahon time, and even now after he's gone, they always fucking go back to the fucking nostalgia. They go back, they fucking reach back, and they bring back Undertaker, bring back John Cena, bring back Goldberg, bring back Lesnar, bring back all these fucking aged fucking talents, all these nostalgia acts, because that's all WWE knows how to do. What happened to those young guys? What happened to building the young acts? What happened to building their young wrestlers? What happened to that? Does that not exist? I guess not. Holy shit, man. But anyway, and getting to my other point, it's funny because these assholes in the fucking media, content creators, podcasters, whatever have you, all these, jack-offs who cover wrestling, cover WWE and AEW, They want to sit here and take shots at AEW and talk about how, well, oh, AEW, all they're doing is signing all these aged veteran wrestlers. All they're doing is signing these older wrestlers. AEW is all elderly wrestling. Oh, they're signing old talents. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, they're signing Bobby Lashley. They're signing Shelton Benjamin. Oh, these guys are in their 40s and 50s. Oh, my God, why is AEW signing old guys? What about the young guys? Elderly wrestling. And all that stupid shit, right? You guys remember that? You guys see people posting that shit online every fucking week? Every fucking day, damn near? Yeah, AEW uses aged talents, even though they use aged talents in the right way. At least these guys can fucking wrestle. At least these guys are in good wrestling shape. And if they're not in the fucking ring. And they're damn sure not challenging for world titles. They're either in a position of, say, a management, a valet, or they're on commentary like Tony Schiavone or Big Show or whoever, or they have a backstage role, they're in production, or whatever the case may be. They don't throw them out there in fucking main events just for the hell of it, just because, oh, they're a name, like WWE does. They don't fucking throw world titles on aged wrestlers just because, like fucking WWE does. But you want to sit here and you want to talk shit about AEW bringing in aged talents and all elderly wrestling. And then you hear fucking rumors like this, where they're teasing a John Cena Bill Goldberg match in 2025. It's like, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. You want to sit here and bash AEW, but you're going to give that shit a pass? Really? Fucking hypocrites, every single one of you. Every single fucking one of you who was grilling AEW for bringing in Sting, bringing in Billy Gunn, bringing in all these older talents. And this, that, and the third fucking thing. Bringing in Big Show. Now Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, like I mentioned. You want to rag on AEW for that. But John Cena, Bill Goldberg, that's okay in your book, right? That's good stuff, right? John Cena at his age challenging for 17. That's such great storytelling, right? Fuck out of here, you hypocrite assholes. Sorry, I got something in my throat there. I had to pause. But anyway, that's what the fuck these people do. In the media, these podcasters, these reviewers, content creators for wrestling, not all, but a vast majority of you are doing it. And it makes me fucking sick. Just the hypocrisy in this fucking community is ridiculous when it comes to AEW. And when it comes to shit that goes down in WWE. You want to grill AEW for these older talents, even though they're being used in a way that's not overbearing. They're not throwing the younger guys, they're not feeding the younger guys to them and all that shit. They're not putting world titles and putting them in main events in AEW like the fuck they do in WWE. But WWE does that shit. Oh, it's just fine and dandy, right? Fuck out of here with that hypocrite bullshit. And another thing. Everybody's talking about this fucking NXT show they did last week. They beat AEW and all that bullshit. That's all the fuck they want to talk about. Oh my God, they got a better viewership number than AEW in the rating, because that's all the fuck they ever talk about. They're obsessed with fucking ratings and viewership and bullshit. But NXT did a show last week in Philadelphia in the 2300 Arena. They advertised that shit weeks in advance. And, the fact that they were moving to Wednesday because of the elections from last Tuesday. And they had basically this heavy ECW-themed show. ECW vibe. They brought back all these fucking ECW alums, all these ECW veterans. They had the Dudley Boys on that show, apparently. They had Rob Van Dam. They had Nunzio. And whoever the hell else they had on that show. I don't know, because I didn't watch. I was watching AEW. But they had this big ECW nostalgia show. And everybody was talking to everybody who covered it. Everybody who reviewed it was all fucking positive. And so, like, they were... The theme of their review was that it was a positive show. Oh, it was a nice trip down memory lane. Oh, it was such a fun show, such an uplifting show, and blah 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 blah. And then of course they turn around and they're overly negative about AEW like they fucking always are. And then the viewership came out, and then they fucking show their ass like they always do. But I find it funny how NXT, a show that is supposed to be developmental, that are supposed to be about the young talents that they're supposedly building up for the future, can go into the 2300 Arena and have an ECW nostalgia show, and people view it as, oh my god, it's such a fun show, and da-da-da-da-da. They basically, what they did was they relied on ECW nostalgia. They basically relied on ECW nostalgia from, again, emanating from Philadelphia, 2300 Arena. It's obvious what the fuck they were doing with the show. And they had a bunch of hardcore matches on there. They had a bunch of women in the main event or some shit. And they hyped this up like it was such a positive thing, like it was such a great thing. It's fucking nostalgia. It's nothing more than a fucking nostalgia. It's nothing more than a nostalgia trip. They have to rely on the old ECW vibe, the old ECW nostalgia, in order for them to be relevant. In order for them to pop a rating, they had to rely on ECW nostalgia. Now imagine what would have happened if AEW had done the same thing. Can you imagine if AEW had done a show in Philadelphia in the 2300 Arena, which actually I think they have in the past, or maybe that might have been ROH. That might have been Ring of Honor, or that might have been TNA. I know for sure Ring of Honor does shows there. But if AEW, for example, did a show in the 2300 Arena, and they advertised it as a throwback to hardcore, maybe they don't say the name ECW because that's too affiliated with WWE, but let's say they did a throwback episode and they had a bunch of guys and they had a bunch of old ECW guys come out like the Dudleys or Sandman or Sabu or whoever. Let's say they did a show like that. What would the reaction to that be? You know full well what the reaction would be. People would be shitting all over that fucking show. They'd be saying, oh, see, there they go, relying on fucking ECW guys. There they go, relying on aged wrestlers again. There they go, relying on fucking ex-WWE guys. There they go. That's all they can do to fucking get attention. That's all the fuck people will be saying. That's all the fuck you assholes will be saying. You'll be shitting all over. If AEW did a show like that at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia and they fucking gave props to like a throwback episode or a throwback show to ECW or any of that shit, you guys will be shitting all over it. But because it's NXT, because it's WWE, you guys are all for it, right? That is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And that is the thing that fucking annoys me the most about fucking people in this community, especially people who cover wrestling, the podcasters, reviewers, the people who are quote-unquote journalists, people who cover fucking wrestling in this community. This is what annoys me the most about you. The fucking hypocrisy. The fucking double standard when it comes to covering AEW versus covering WWE or NXT. That's the thing that annoys me the fucking most. And the sad part about it is there's so many so many people who do this shit now. It's fucking embarrassing. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, fucking NXT brings back a bunch of old ECW guys, and they rely on ECW nostalgia to pop a rating. And it's such a great show. It's a throwback show. It's a trip to the past. Blah blah blah, and all that fucking positive shit. If AEW done the same thing, you motherfuckers would be shitting all over it. You know you would. You know you fucking would. You know they would. That's what the fuck they do. It's the same thing with with veteran wrestlers, signing older wrestlers. AEW signs older wrestlers. Oh, that's bad. What about the younger talents? What about the young guys? What about pushing the young guys? Like they haven't pushed their young guys in the past. Like they didn't just put the title on Swerve Strickland a couple months ago. Like they haven't put the title on MJF or fucking Hangman Page. They haven't put the titles on those guys. They haven't been pushing their younger talents. Fuck out of my face. Like they haven't been pushing Darby Allin. They haven't been attempting to push, guys like Daniel Garcia and others. Fuck out of my face. But hey, WWE does it. That's all good. It's all gravy, right? 2 thumbs up. Great show, right? Fuck out of here. It's your hypocrite asses. Fucking annoying. It annoys the fuck out of me when people do that. It honestly does. It doesn't matter who they are. Podcaster, journalist, somebody in the media, works in the media. It doesn't matter who it is. They do that shit and annoys the fuck out of me. Getting back to the point of this video. John Cena versus Goldberg. Fuck that goddamn match. Nobody wants to fucking see it. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see 2 old-ass dudes who should be fucking retired fucking wrestle in a match. It has 0 draw, 0 appeal. Nobody wants to fucking... I don't want to hear, they're a draw. Oh, they're big names. Nobody fucking cares. That match would suck dick. You know damn well to suck dick. Like I said, Bill Goldberg can't even get to the fucking ring without getting winded. What the hell makes you think they're going to wrestle a good match? Did you see fucking Bill Goldberg versus Undertaker? Back in what year was that? 2019, whatever the hell year they wrestled. The show was garbage. Goldberg damn near killed the man. In that Saudi show. You remember that shit? What about when Bill Goldberg got put over on fucking Fiend Bray Wyatt, the late Fiend Bray Wyatt, may he rest in peace? What about that shit? And how fucking terrible and garbage of a fucking match that was, and how fucking piss poor of a finish that was. Everybody shit on that at the time. Because they should not have put fucking Bill Goldberg over on Fiend Bray Wyatt. For no reason. They literally put him over and put the Universal title on for no fucking reason. Other than, oh, let's send them to WrestleMania and have him face Roman Reigns. Which, ironically enough, Roman Reigns didn't even show up that year at WrestleMania because he was out with COVID. Of course, this was during the COVID era. But this is the shit WWE does. And the sad part is, these assholes in the media are going to eat this shit up. With no complaints. Get shit shoveled in your mouth, yet you fucking act like it's a goddamn fucking ice cream sundae. But yet when AEW does something similar, or not even remotely as bad, but something similar, you guys shit all over it. You show your ass, and you show your very clear, distinct bias and hatred towards AEW. It's fucking embarrassing. It's fucking ridiculous. And if WWE is even considering doing a John Cena Goldberg match at WrestleMania or at a Saudi show or anywhere next year, they need to be fucking embarrassed and ashamed of themselves for even thinking, for even remotely entertaining the idea of putting that shit on TV. Nobody in their right mind wants to see that shit. The only ones who do are fucking WWE loyalists who are brain dead anyway and who are so conditioned to just sit there and shovel shit in their mouth and eat up whatever WWE feeds them. And are these really the people you want to listen to? Seriously. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got to say for that. I think I've pretty much made my point here. But anyway, so fuck a Bill Goldberg John Cena match. Get the fuck out of here with John Cena chasing 17. And for the love of God, can you people stop being such fucking hypocrites when it comes to this? AEW goes out there, signs some older wrestlers for the sake of furthering their show, for the sake of helping out the young guys and the young talents, and the guys they sign can actually do the jobs they're assigned to do. They're not fucking putting world titles on them. Or none of that shit. They didn't put a world title on Sting when he was there. They had him win the tag belts with Darby Allin on his way out, but that was to further enhance Darby Allin. And that's what Sting was there for in the first place. They're not fucking putting a world title on Sting or anybody else anytime soon. Get the fuck out of here. Ridiculous. But John Cena, Bill Goldberg, oh, that's going to be some good shit, right? Fuck off. Fuck out of my face. Anyway, that's all I got to say for that. I think I made my point here. So yeah, that's it for that. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's ran kind of long, but I have a lot to get out here. So thank you for watching again. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment. Give me your thoughts on anything I talked about here. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support I can get. With that being said, that is pretty much going to do it. So I'm going to call it a night here. Like I said, I got the day off tomorrow, so I'm going to enjoy AEW Dynamite. Should be a good show. I'm looking forward to several things on that show. Moxley's planning on taking over or invading TBS Superstation, whatever that means. It's probably going to be a rather interesting segment. I'll admit I'm curious as to what they have planned for Moxley in regards to that show. But yeah, so I'm going to head on out here, and I got some more content probably down the line. I got a few more videos I want to do some point this week. But that's going to be it for this. So thank you for watching once again. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this has been the Wrestler Otaku signing off, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out for now. Peace.